Hi, my name is Rashmi Binyala, and I welcome you to episode of Sparsh by IAVA, India Association of Virginia. Today, I have a very special guest with me. His determination to reach finish line with a little mind over matter is just so astounding. Well, he is a marathon runner, if you haven't guessed already. In fact, he's the person to finish Boston Marathon as an Indian from Richmond, Virginia. Well, drum roll, please. He's none other than Pankaj Sharma. Let's talk to him and see what he has to say about it.
Thank you, Rashmi. Thanks for having me.
So, is it right to say that you're the first person from Richmond, Virginia, from Indian community to finish that race?
I am not sure. The Richmond and Henrico area, I think I'm the only one. But there is someone in Chester also and may have run in previous years, but it still feels good.
Yeah, of course it does. I wanted to ask you this, Pankaj. Please describe your experience of this whole journey and this achievement that you've just accomplished.
It's been a fantastic journey. I started running about 5-6 years ago, and I started running because I was overweight, and this was the very easy thing to start doing. And I realized that I'm good at it, and I continued. And over these 5-6 years, Boston Marathon was not in my target or goal, but I continued improving my running technique and my running speed. And last year I realized maybe I can go for Boston and qualify for it, and it feels amazing to have qualified and to have run Boston this year.
Wow. So, did you have to go through any rigorous training to prepare yourself mentally and physically for this particular marathon?
Boston Marathon asks for a minimum qualifying time across all age groups. For my age group, which was 50 to 54, I was far away from the qualifying time. So I had to put in some effort over the last 2 years to cut my time of completing the marathon. And the final push took quite a lot of effort, I think, over a 3-4 months period, and that was in the winter of 2017.
So, did you followed any diet strategy for this one, or?
Yeah, diet is an important part of staying active. 80%, if weight reduction is your goal, 80% of weight reduction comes from watching what you eat. So I mainly focused on portion control and well-balanced diet, a mix of good carbohydrates and good protein. But other than that, I don't have exactly a diet plan per se. I just watch and make sure that I had good things and the portions are under control. But I have my occasional ice creams and desserts. I don't stay away from them.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yes.
Do you have any tip, if you can look at the camera and tell to the new runners who really want to also finish Boston Marathon someday, and that's their one of the goals?
Even if that is not your goal, make it your goal, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. I was far away, not even close to thinking that I could ever run Boston. If you just stay committed to your goal, make small targets, recognize what conditioning you have today, and work from there. Don't worry about Boston or the eventual goal. That will come. Just stay committed to your fitness. Have a group if you don't have one. That keeps everyone motivated to showing up, and you can do it. And if it's not running, maybe there is another sport that you rather do and rather like. Take that up. You will discover you are good at it. You might not know that today.
Do you have any tip for runners who would run, but because of the injury, they would just take a break, and then that motivation that was at the first time when they started kind of dies out? And what is your suggestion how to get back and be even more motivated than before?
That's a very good question. I have heard from so many people that man was not made to run marathons. And your knees will get injured. Running is bad for the knees. And nothing could be farther from the truth.
Right.
Having said that, you can get injured, and I have had my share of injuries during my 5 or 6 years of running. And each injury has taught me how to prevent those injuries going forward. and I invest some time in strengthening exercises, the exercises that are involved in running, and that's what I would encourage. Don't just go out and run all the time. Spend some time in strengthening your core, strengthening your legs. That's what is used for running. And if you do get injured, it's okay. There is a process of recovery. Take it easy, take it slow. When you come back, you will be stronger than what you were before you were injured. And that's what I have learned, and I've been successful so far.
Pankaj, it was really nice talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. It was really wonderful to have your insight and thoughts about the new runners who also want to do the same, and at least it would just give them some food for thought to just start and running and adopt that kind of active lifestyle. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
your time.
me. I do want to say that you need a lot of support when you
Yes,
get into any sort of activity like this, and I've had phenomenal support from
so who
my
would
family.
you give the credit to if you had to?
My wife Mona, my kids Rohan and Isha, they're always supportive of me taking on this activity. And then I have an amazing group of friends who train with me together. And I would especially like to call out Hemant Desai, Phani Gade, and Neelam Singh. Um, there is there are others who also run with us, but these three have stuck with me, and especially were stuck with me during my Boston training when I finally qualified.
Wow.
And just to have the support and to be there for each other is what is required, and I had that, and I feel very grateful.
Definitely, I'll always be. I'll also be talking to them. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you for your time. Yeah. We have Pankaj's team here. Phani Gade, Neelam Sangra, and Hemant Desai. Welcome to Sparsh. I have one question for you about Pankaj's achievement. How do you perceive his completing the Boston Marathon? What is your take on that?
I feel dream big, like, and you just can't dream big. You have to you have to work really hard towards getting to your goals. It's a lot of hard work. It's not an easy milestone to achieve, and we have been like every now and then. I was a part of his journey. These two were more consistent during his journey, but it's a lot of hard work. Dream big and keep working towards it, and you can get it. It's not impossible.
And so Neelam, you are also the coach of the team.
IAVA 10K.
IAVA team.
Yes.
You're already part of IAVA Fitness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. The another question that I was thinking was for folks who are not runners or maybe a one-time runners and then they give up, quit. Do you? What is the tip you have for them to adopt that active lifestyle and believe in themselves and get back to action?
In fact, that's a very good question because even we struggle with that sometimes. Even if we are like a season runner, because we sign up for a race, we train for the race. So during that time, we are very active, and then we don't sign up for the race, and then we just get sluggish. Then we put on some weight because we keep on eating because we are consuming so much. So main thing is keeping that consistency is very very important. And how do you get consistent? By having a good group. So
Right.
like-minded people. And fortunately, we have some folks there who are runner, trying to be active. And so no matter what, somebody always shows up. So you have to have that support. Even for Pankaj's success, I would say it's a group which helped him a lot.
Right.
So I know sometimes he ran at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
There was always somebody there at 5 o'clock in the
Right.
morning. We ran almost like a 4 degree Celsius temperature also. We were there. So it's having that support is very,
It's very important too.
And you need that support if you really want to get into running and run long miles. I mean, a group can keep you true to your dream or true to staying active, even if you don't have a dream. Self motivation is big, but a group is huge,
Right.
especially for long distance running.
Right.
What they say, you need to have a good running buddy. That's
Yes.
why you are motivated and you will
You're
get up
accountable,
every day.
right? You're
Exactly.
accountable.
So you need to have a good running buddy, and we are his buddies.
So I think it's right to say that Pankaj is very fortunate to have you guys as a team, and so are you to have each other to support maybe to have your own other goals and run your
Absolutely.
marathons that you
Yeah,
might have on
it's-
your. Thank you so much for your time, Phani.
Thank you.
Neelam and
Thank you.
Hemant.